Make this video real quick. Black voters are slamming Joe Biden right now on the internet for a comment that he made on the Breakfast Club with Charlamagne The God, saying that if you can't decide whether or not you're for him or Trump, then you ain't black. Wow. This coming from the man who co-sponsored the 1994 Crime Bill Act that disproportionately affected the black community in a very negative way, a man who has used the N-word openly, and even praised Senator Robert Byrd, who was the KKK Grand Wizard at one point, as being his close friend and mentor and guide. So, a whole lot of stuff going on. The internet's going wild. I'm going to go ahead and play a video real quick so you guys can see what black voters are actually saying about Joe Biden's comment. Now, not only was it very disrespectful, but I think this comes at a very bad time for the Biden campaign. He's already having some trouble with a lot of gaffes and really just showing his ineptitude in recent interviews. And this just kind of... it's not going to help, Joe. This is not going to help your case at all. Here's the thing. The Democrat Party absolutely depends on the black vote, minority votes in general. And they've had 98% of the black vote for decades now. The problem is that that's been shifting ever since 2016. And with the unexpected election of Donald Trump, a lot of people are paying attention now, and fake news is being exposed. He's permanently funded historically black colleges and universities, the First Step Act. Black unemployment was the lowest it had ever been pre-pandemic. There was just a whole lot of things that had people questioning the narrative about Trump being racist, questioning the mainstream media, and a lot of those votes have shifted over. I know a lot of people, a lot of black voters who voted for Trump who had actually voted for Obama before, some of them twice. So this is going to be bad news for the Biden campaign, and especially because once it's on the internet, it doesn't go away, and he's going to have to live up to this or address it in some way. And I'm really interested in seeing what he's going to do about this. I don't think there's any way to recover from this. So anyways, let's watch the video real quick about what Joe said, and then we're going to go ahead and see a video about what black voters are saying about it.
So if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Do you really believe that black people are owned by the Democratic Party? Do you really believe that a black person who doesn't vote for you is therefore not legitimately black? Have you forgotten the Republican Party was started in opposition for a Democratic Party that thought it was okay to own people? I am a man, Mr. Vice President. Too many people have died for me to have the right to think and vote for myself. You should think long and hard about what you said and what it means. And also, your use of the word ain't. You should also make sure you carry hot sauce in your purse next time.
This message for the black Democrats out there. You voted for Joe Biden. And do you know that Joe Biden is a co-sponsor of the 1993 Bill Clinton crime bill? That crime bill was unjust practices for all blacks. For example, Alice Johnson. She was sentenced to life in prison for making phone calls to drug dealers. But thank God to President Trump, he reversed that. She was released last year after 20 years for making phone calls. Not only did President Trump do that, he created the First Step Act, as well as prison reform. Him and Tim Scott are doing great things to make sure fair practices are practiced for everybody.
You ain't black. See, first of all, I have a problem with his choice of language. And secondly, this is a prime example of how liberal Democrats, they love to dictate the way black people should think. Well, you know what? I got a message for Joe Biden. Let me be clear about one thing. I ain't voting for you, but I am black. And I am voting for President Donald J. Trump.
Well, there you have it, guys. I really don't know how the Biden campaign is going to recover from this. It looks like this might be the straw that breaks the camel's back. The debates are going to be really interesting. I'm definitely looking forward to it. And I hope you guys like my content and my commentary. If you can, leave a comment below. I try to reply to as many as I can, if not 100% of them. And I get to them as soon as I possibly can. Being a single dad, trying to take care of my daughter, doing it all on my own. Have a lot that I have to do, but I still want to be able able to produce content for you guys as much as possible. So please show me some support. Hit that like button. If you want to see more of this content in the future, hit subscribe. And also, if you guys can, the biggest thing you could do is help us beat the mainstream media. YouTube is propping up mainstream media and their narrative on YouTube videos. You've probably noticed that, them pushing CNN and MSNBC and Fox News in your related video suggested video searches. So if you can, just hit the share button real quick, post this video on social media, let other people see this content as well. If you really want to take the extra step, there's ways that you can help us monetarily. Go to my website, IBelieveTheSecond.com. You can shop for pro-Second Amendment, pro-Trump, pro-life, and pro-patriotic gear there. All the profits from that actually go to me and my partner, so you'd be helping out a lot. Or if you want to just go ahead and make a donation, you can. I'll be setting up a Patreon soon, but for now all I have is the Cash App. So just go ahead and take my Cash App code, and the link is in the description of this video. Any little bit helps. I sincerely appreciate it. And soon I'll be putting up the Patreon, though, so Patreon members can get a little extra content from our channel if you guys do decide to subscribe and become a sponsor. But in the meantime, anyone who makes a cash donation through Cash App, I will be doing a shout out for you guys in the next video, so please be aware of that. But please share this content, let it get as far as it can, let people know what's going on, keep people informed, and really I hope some of this is just entertaining for you guys. So if you like it, give it a share.